Not yet, but starting about now.
Okay.
So, hello and welcome to the season finale of the GT Sport League here at Gavra Racing. You're joined once again by myself, Natty G, and for the final time, introduce yourself again. Hello.
Yeah. I'm Cryptech, and we are back for round 12 at Lago Maggiore, final race of the GT Sport season.
It's gone very quickly these past 12 weeks, but here we are in the season finale at Lago Maggiore, the track that last season saw Holland Champion take pole and Tiger Assassin win the race. But I've heard that some guys will be starting at the back for this one. Dutchy, Tiger and 2 Cent are definitely starting at the back. So
LLP3.
it's gonna be interesting one to see how they find their way through the grid. Apologies, we're on YouTube again tonight. Twitch was having some issues again, so we are here on YouTube. But yeah, we got the race going eventually. In the 15-minute quali, we've got 12 minutes left. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, 5 drivers started last. I think everyone's average qualifying position will be probably bumped up to 2 or 3. And we'll see who takes pole today, best of the rest.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be a tight one between the for the top spots. It's normally tight between the top 3, but now that those 3 are out of the equation, it's going to be a test to see who can steal pole away. Currently on board with Holland Champion, the man who took pole last season.
Yeah, Holland taking a really good pole last race or last season on his debut as well. See what he does today. I think he did that in Jaguar, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see what he could do in that Aston Martin.
It is now in the Aston Martin. We've got Woody though coming through the final corner. Let's see what time he can set in the Toyota. Will be the first to set a lap as he comes across the line. Sets a 1 minute 55.8.
Holland coming across the line, see what he does. Last season's pole sitter. He does a 1 minute 56.9.
As Scouting goes into 4th, Maggiore into 3rd with a 1 minute 59 flat. Tim though on an outlap, sorry, so Ted goes into 6th with a 2 minute 2.1. I'm sure he can improve on that time. Daniel Gardenzi up into 3rd at 1 minute 58.1. Fefe goes into 7th with a 2 minute 5. And that's a lot of lag. I'm not gonna don't want to be seeing that. Oh, okay, yeah, that is quite.
I'm laughing at this guy. Look at, if you just spectate Dutchy, you can see a guy in the back. He has hands like a shark. He just raises his hands and it just looks so funny.
Finn has now come out and will be starting his flying lap.
Who else is it? I think Woody might take his first pole of the season.
Potentially, it's looking good for him. Runs a little bit wide through the back corner. Currently 1.1 seconds clear of Holland Champion behind in the Toyota. Coming up to the 4th and final sector of this track. Currently 4 tenths down in his time, so it doesn't look like he's going to be improving this time out. Tyre wear is quite high around this track, especially on the front tyres, so I'm sure they've got their brake biases to the rear of the car, or more towards the rear of the car than on the front.
Oh, Finn running a very nice Italian livery for his Ferrari.
Very nice. Yeah. The red, white and green stripes across the Ferrari. Got the Shell badge on the front as well. Got a few people into the pits for a fresh set of tyres. Woody in for the super soft tyres. Meanwhile, on board with Finn, Holland also goes for the super softs. Let's see what time Finn can do in the Ferrari. Ted improves. 1 minute 58.2. Meanwhile, Finn is coming around the penultimate corner. Approaching the final corner, medium speed left-hander taken in 4th gear, 109 miles per hour, and quite a long run up to the line. And it's a 1 minute 56.1 goes into second place and only 2/10 behind Woody.
Good luck for Finn. I'm sure he has time to prove us. It was his first lap. And Woody is on the out lap currently on the super softs.
Yeah, Woody on an out lap. I think Ted might be on a lap as well. Is on those Warner soft tyres, the ones he started the quali session on. As there's Holland's just a little bit of lag on his end, but I think it's all good. Ted actually is improving. It's only by 800ths though, but is improving on his original time.
Oh, Finn getting really close to the back of Fefe.
Ted's gone.
Fefe's moving out the way.
Ted's gone wide as well on the back corner into the sand trap or the gravel trap. That's going to cost him time. You see Finn weaving behind the Peugeot.
Trying to message him to move out the way. Fernando is faster than you.
Let's see, is anyone else on a lap that looks competitive? We've got Scouting Ninja coming through the penultimate corner. I think Tim's on an hour lap, so yeah, Scouting Ninja coming around the final gear, decides to take it in second, whereas Finn was taking it in fourth, and comes into the pits, so won't actually continue to set a line. Ted is also into the pits, and Holland has just started his lap, so let's get him on board of his flying lap and see what he can do in the Aston Martin.
Could we see Woody get a win on a final race of the calendar again, like he did last season?
Potentially. We'll have to wait and see. Woody obviously winning Dragon Trail Seaside last season in the final race of the season. Fefe's improved on his time, a 2:01. On board with Holland as he's going through the S's section now. A section where you can really abuse the curbs on the inside. And it's all smooth from him. Rides the curb on the right, that's all okay. Purple through the third sector, 700ths up on the fastest third sector. Braking just at the 50-metre board for the bank corner. Doesn't just choose to take any curb on the inside.
This is looking like a good lap for Woody.
Meanwhile, nice. Woody's coming through the final sector now. You're saying he was going purple in a few corners ago. Through the final corner, let's see what the Irishman can do. Round the final corner, using all the track as he can to get the best run up to the line, and it's a 1 minute 55.7, improves on his time, but Holland the Campion behind him is also on a competitively quick lap. Let's see where he can put his Aston Martin, and up to the line for a 1 minute 56.2, and is 4/10 behind Woody, 1/10 behind Finn, and sits in third place, but Tim goes provisional pole with a 1 minute 54.9.
That's a fast lap.
8/10 clear of Woody, and a really good lap from the Finnish driver in that Nissan. Math Gamer goes into 5th place with a 1 minute 56.9, but gets demoted to 6th because Daniel Gardenzi improves, and goes up into 5th place.
Yep, but that was a fast lap from Tim. He just goes purple in sector 1 again to improve.
Wolfie's... Oh, Finn's improved on his time, only now 5/10 behind at him. Found 2/10 on that lap, but it wasn't enough to close, well, significantly close the margin to your current pole sitter. But Wolfie is also coming to complete his flying lap. Hasn't set a time yet, I don't think, or a valid time. Coming around the final corner now in the Porsche, not the Peugeot. Up to the line, it's a 1 minute 58.1, goes into 7th place behind Math Gamer and ahead of Ted.
Yep. And I think Woody is on a lap. Coming around the final sector now. He's in the final sector actually. Just around the penultimate corner.
Let's see what what Woody's able to do here in the Toyota.
Pole position.
Final corner, can he take pole? It looks like he's coming to the pits. So putting on another set of super softs and going for another quali lap. Tim did set his best time on the super softs. Might have enough time to pit this lap actually and go out on another set of super softs. Holland's into the pits for a set of tyres and Finn follows them in.
Finn's on the lap right now. It's quite catches Delta times. What we see, oh, he's 7/10 down. So I think he will go for another lap.
Math game is on a lap. It doesn't seem to be as competitive. Daniel Gardenti though setting a competitive time, 1 minute 56.3. Improves by 4/10 on his previous best, so goes up, maintains his 5th position, but moves within a 10th behind Holland, who's gone onto a fresh set of super softs. Finn also into the pits. It might be quite close if Finn will get enough time to set another lap. He should do, as that is a bright sun. Oh, that is was quite bright in the pits, but with only 2 minutes to go, everyone will be starting their final laps when they cross the line next.
Wolfie in a good lap. He's in, I think he was 7/10 up on his Delta. See what time he will do. Oh no,
as he comes
fine, goes back to the pits.
Might not get enough time though to complete this lap with only 1 minute 46 left.
Yeah,
it's gonna have to be a really quick out lap if he's to make it round. But we've got the top 4 all on out laps. Let's just try.
Finn's backed out. That's his qualifying over.
If I get the circle map up real quick, Tim. So it's going to be Woody, Holland, Tim, and then Finn. But Finn's coming to the pits. So, oh no, I don't want to leave. So there we go. We can watch Woody start his lap, and then we can go on to see Tim and Holland's lap. See, big brain moves there. Saves time rather than flicking through everyone in the. We're not on Twitch because it wasn't working. Yeah, and we tried logging in, but Twitch is broken for some reason. I don't know what the problem was, but we just couldn't get it working in the end, so we decided to go onto YouTube. Meanwhile, Woody has started this lap, going down the second straight on this track into turn 5. Is currently down on his time, not by much though. It's only by less than a 10th through turn 5 and 6 now in the run down towards the S's. A very technical section of this track.
Will they start? Will Dodger start P14, Tiger P30? Will it be like that?
Yes, I think so.
Oh, they got Fefe right in front of them. Hopefully the bottom 5 can clear their traffic as soon as possible.
Woody is improving on his time, not by much though, only 200th as he's coming up to the big Banky boy, turn 11 I think. Big banked corner in this track as he approaches the end of the 3rd sector into the start of the 4th, through the right hander which leads him into a little straight. He's 3/10 up on his time. This is going to be good for the front row of the grid if he can hook it together. Finn's in the pit, so he won't be improving on his time through the final section now. One more left-hander to go after this. Climbing through the gears as he builds up speed into 5th. Will drop it down to 4th or 3rd. Opts for 3rd gear, gets a little bit loose on the rear for traction. Carries a lot of speed though through the corner and in the run up to the line. Where's it going to be for Woody? It's going to be 2nd place.
Good lap from there, ready to go onto the front row.
Here comes Holland Campion round the final corner. I'm not sure if he's up on his time. We'll have to wait and see as he comes across the line and does improve, but doesn't improve on his position. Here comes at him and improves even more. 1 minute 54.7, goes 2/10 quicker than his previous best, but 5.5 tenths clear of his nearest rival, Woody.
He picks up his 2nd pole of the season.
Ted as well was on a flying lap across the line and goes up into 7th place ahead of Wolfie and behind Math Game. 1 minute 57.5. Scouting Ninja improves and goes into 9th place of 1 minute 59.2, and I believe that is it for qualifying.
Yep, this is going to be an interesting grid for the race tomorrow. Sorry, today. Or next.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow. Sorry, I was used to the F1.
Connor asking what happened to Dutchy, Tiger and Toussaint. Add Bon Evil to the list. They are all starting from the back of the grid, seeing as the Drivers and Constructors Championship has been wrapped up. They thought it'd be quite a good idea to start from the back of the grid. So those guys are going to be starting from last place, but if we head over to the other end of the grid, we can see that Adam Green picked up his second pole of the season. Woody, for the first time this season, will line up on the front row of the grid beside him in second place. I've been in third, Holland Campion in fourth, Daniel Gardenzi in fifth, Math Gamer in sixth, Ted in seventh, Wolfie in eighth, Scouting Ninja in ninth, Fefe in 10th, and then Toussaint, Bon Evil, Tiger and Dutchy round up the final 4 places of the grid.
Well, here we go then. This is going to be an interesting race. We'll see what the back runners can do.
It definitely will be.
Oh no, oh right, okay, this is in the table. Where's the lights? Oh, you can see the lights.
You can. I can't see no lights.
Spectate Dutchy, spectate Dutchy.
I still. Oh, there we go. It's 5 red lights, and it's lights out, and away we go. And Finn's off to a really good start, and is up into the lead of the race. Math Game is also up into a good start. He's up into 6th place as the drivers now approach turn 1. Daniel Gardenzi on the inside, up into 4th place. Tim maintains second on the first lap. Bon Evil getting up into 9th place in the midfield. Holland Campion not off to the best start. They're 3 wide with Wolfie and Toussaint. There's a level of contact. Wolfie getting squeezed between the 2 Aston Martins. Tiger on the outside of Wolf, who gets the job done. The inside for his teammate in towards turn 4, gets up down the inside up into 8th place.
We're going to see what happens into this long right-hander. So we're going to just straight down. Holland going to send it down the map, send it down Math Game. No, he backs out.
As Finn making a little bit of a mistake. We see Fefe in the background running wide. Ted going side by side with Scouting Ninja. Math Gamer, Holland going wheel to wheel. Holland on the inside of the Lexus will try and get the move done, but it decides to back out of the move and maintain 6th place. But Bon Evil might have a go on the fellow Dutchman behind. Try to go for a move around the outside. Holland's gone wide, and that's down him to 9th. 10th place will drop him down into 13th place. But Woody's going to have a run on Atom now. Into the banked corner. Woody on the inside. Going to go wheel to wheel. Tim will try and hold it, but they're 3 wide in the background. They're not 3 wide, just lag. There's big lag. Yeah, my same reaction. Wow. But Holland's got himself back up into 6th place, so maybe him going wide was actually lag.
Well, good recovery from him.
Math Gamer and Toussaint and Holland going. No, Toussaint and Math Gamer going wheel to wheel now. Toussaint getting ahead of the Dutch driver. Tiger getting through as well, following his teammate through. Tiger as well, Dutchy as well, is going to follow them all through. Math Gamer losing 3 positions in the space of 1 corner.
Yeah, Finn's got a really good exit off of the last corner, and he's on the back of Tim now.
Tim's also got a good run on Woody, and gets himself up into the lead of the race. They're going to go 3 wide in towards turn 1. But Finn's going to play the smart, get ahead of Woody in towards turn 1. They're going to go wheel to wheel through turn 2. Finn on the outside will try and fight this, but decides to back out. Toussaint and Holland going wheel to wheel. Toussaint got up in 6th place. Tiger will be the next one to attack the Dutchman. Play Dutchy though, gaining on Tiger, who dives it down the inside of Holland, similar to what he done last season, and gets himself up into 7th place. No damage, thankfully, this time.
Yeah, and I don't think any drivers picked up damage there from the first lap. And Tim getting a big snap of oversteer.
Holland though tried standing well on Tiger, but couldn't quite get the move done. Finn getting ahead of Woody.
Inside of Woody, and he gets the move done. Will Woody send you on the inside like he did in the previous lap in the banking?
Dutchy as well is all over the back of Holland, who goes wide. Nice going to have Dutchys try and go around the outside into the long right-hander, gets the move done up into 8th place. Here comes Woody on Finn now into the banked corner. Is Woody going to send one down the inside? He does send one down the inside and gets himself up into 2nd place. A really good move from Woody, but Finn's going to have a really good run on him into turn 12. Finn on the outside will be the inside for the right-hander.
Oh, never mind.
And Daniel Gardensi's dropped a few places. Daniel's got damage.
Picked up front bumper damage, yeah.
And Daniel Gardensi's got rear damage. I think they might have collided. I accidentally opened up chat. But there might have been a bit of contact between Daniel Gardensi and Dutchy.
Yep. I'm just gonna look at Dutchy's stream here just to see what happened. As Daniel Gardensi goes wide and goes back onto the track, Dutchy doesn't see him come in. And yeah, picks up damage, fortunately for him. Daniel Gardensi comes into the pits to fix that rear bumper damage.
Dutchy decides to stay out. Wolfie looking for a move on Math Gamer. Dutchy looking for a move on Wolfie. Looked for one down the inside but wasn't close enough to make the move done. We'll struggle with that front bumper damage. Meanwhile, the guys starting at the back are now in 4th, 5th and 6th. All getting off to good starts. Tiger running a little bit wide through turn 4. But a really close grid in the opening phases of this race.
Yeah. Little cover from Bon Evil getting 4th right onto the back of Woody now. Tim has a comfortable lead. 6/10.
Yeah.
Dutchy losing a lot of time to the front runners.
Oh, Bon Evil's gone wide and drifting through the corners and got massive damage.
Massive
really big damage from Bon Evil. Drifted just uncontrolled of the car. As we will have an onboard replay, gone wide onto the gravel and tried correcting it, overcorrected into the barriers and then drifted back onto the track, luckily facing sort of the right direction, but really unfortunate for Bon Evil there, picking up a lot of damage. And we'll drop her back to
Wolfie,
back of the grid.
wide to wide. Wait a minute. Yeah, it was Ted and Wolfie. Going wheel to wheel, the two Irish brothers. Ted.
Wolfie might try and fight this one down the inside.
Oh, Ted goes
really wide onto the outer turf, scrapes the barrier.
He picks up front bumper damage.
Meanwhile, Finn is caught up to the back of Atom now. At the end of lap 3 onto 4. We'll have a run on the Nissan in towards turn 1. We'll look for a move maybe to the inside. Is he going to send it? He doesn't decide to send one down the inside of the Finnish driver, but we'll choose his overtaking maneuver wisely. Woody almost goes into the back of the Ferrari. Tuesday and Tiger have caught up to this battle for the lead as well.
Yeah, Bon Evil into the pits, really fortunate for him. It's going to be on a longer race strategy now, onto the softs.
And yeah, Finn is closing in on Tim. Woody's just dropped off a little bit, 8/10 behind. He's got the two BCMR drivers behind him. I forgot to mention at the start, but yeah, this league being sponsored by Black Country Metal Recovery. Two drivers being Two Saints and Tiger, both driving the Aston Martin this season, was able to win
wide onto the grass.
The Constructors' Championship this year. Two Saints going to get the run on Woody. And Finn is also going to get the run on at him in towards the bank corners. They go down the hill in towards the sharp right-hander. Finn on the inside. Tim's going to try and hold it on the outside. Meanwhile, Two Saint getting past Woody down the inside, and Finn is up into the lead of the race.
Yeah, good battle here in the top 5. As Tim and Finn fight for the lead, and Tiger trying to get past Woody, and he does.
Wolfie getting ahead of Math Gamer for 8th place as well. Got the move done down the inside. But yeah, Tim is sticking with the Ferrari in front. We'll have a little bit more power and speed in a straight line compared to that Ferrari. Tiger as well getting ahead of Woody, but the battle for the lead is still on. We've got a nice long train now down the start-finish straight. And Tim stays in 2nd place for now. All I believe are on, well, the top 2 are on the super softs, as Tiger, Two Saint, Woody on the softs, Holland as well on the soft tyres.
Yeah, and Finn using much more of his fuel, just looking here. And also as Tiger, and Woody's front tyre is really degrading now.
Yeah, tyre wear around this track is quite high. And Woody's front tyres don't look the freshest as he runs a little bit wide onto the grass. Hasn't cost himself too much time, but Dutchy still with that front bumper damage from the start, down in 7th place after starting from the back. Hasn't had the best of starts compared to the other guys who started at the back with him. Tim though is going to have the run on Ivan, now down towards the banked corner.
Look for the inside, late braking, he goes down the inside. Finn takes a later apex, tries to get a better exit, trying to hold it round the outside. Tim gets into position, I'm still going wheel to wheel. Now it's missed position, good move from Tim.
Oh, Tim gets a big snap of oversteer, runs wide onto the curb and allows Finn to go back down the inside. Toussaint might try and capitalise on this as well, but just couldn't quite get past the Nissan there. But yeah, Finn cost himself a little bit of time and the lead of the race, but I'm sure he'll be fighting back against the Ferrari as quickly as possible. He might look to send one down the inside into the final corner, but wasn't close enough to get the move done, but will look to get a good exit now in the run down towards turn 1.
Woody losing out of the battle where he started from the front row.
Yeah, Woody down in 5th place.
On the back of him.
And his tyre wear is not looking good compared to the guys around him. He's got quite worn front tyres, but might see an early stop from that Toyota there. Currently on to lap 6. We've had 10 minutes of this race. Tim's going to look to go down the inside of Finn. There's a big slide. Toussaint down the inside of Tim. We might try down the inside of Finn as well. Will be the outside. Tim, sorry, made a big mistake. Has allowed Tiger to go through as well. Might try and look for a move on Toussaint, but couldn't quite go for anything there.
Cost him stick, cost him day. And now Woody and Holland battling out. I think they're going to look for a move to move the banking. And
Tiger is gaining on his teammate. Will he go for a move? He pulls over to the inside. Toussaint though is going to send one down the inside of the Ferrari. Finn's going to get the switchback move and get back ahead of the British driver. His teammate Tiger's going to have a look on the outside. Toussaint parks his car in a beautiful position not to allow him to go through comfortably. Tim though gaining on this fight as well. Woody and Holland have caught up to this train as well, so we've now got a 6-way fight for the lead, as I thought Tiger was going to send one on his teammate.
Yeah, this is a really interesting battle. All drivers keeping well there as Finn goes. Oh no, never mind. Yeah, kind of did go wide there.
Ooh, Toussaint picks up
a better. Oh, they both picked up the second penalty.
Both with 1 second to their name. Tiger now pulls up alongside his teammate. Toussaint though will get Finn's slipstream down the start-finish straight. Tiger's going to look to send one down the inside. Tim around the outside of Tiger and gets the move done into 3rd place. Beautiful move from him. Tiger's going to try the switch back into turn 2. Tim runs wide onto the grass. Tiger now will have the outside lines in turn 3 into 4 and maintains 3rd place.
Tim on the super softs compared to Woody, Holland, Tiger and Toussaint and Finn, so his tyres, and Finn's also on the super softs, but Ferrari having a better tyre management. Gonna lose quite a bit to this battle. You can see an early pit stop from him.
Potentially. Holland and Woody going wheel to wheel into the S's. Holland on the inside line. Woody will try and hold it around the outside. Will be the inside and then the outside for the next corner. Woody on the outside will try and hold it there, but Holland gets the move done up into 5th place, and Woody picks up a 5/10 penalty in the process.
Yep. Look at the front row. We'll see any moves. Quite to see. Looking back at the Ferrari there. And Holland and Woody dropping back a bit from this battle.
Yeah, Finn's still leading this race. We saw him have a good time out in Autopolis, picked up 2nd place in that race. Tiger's going to try and send one down the inside of his teammate in towards turn 14. and will have to have the outside line, but his teammate on the inside maintains second place and has cost themselves a bit of time to the Ferrari in front. The gap now 1 second, 1.1.
Has Finn won a race before?
Not yet, but has been on the podium once, I believe he's been on the podium. So it's,
I think it was
Autopolis.
Yeah. When we thought the Ferrari was struggling the most, but he proved everyone wrong. That the Ferrari can do something and is reliable enough to go onto the podium. And now could he look for a win here, that beautiful Italian livery?
Maybe it's a lucky Italian livery that Finn has put on for this final race of the season, and it's certainly doing him well after 8 laps in this race. 15 minutes gone, 45 remain. Currently 25% of the way through this race, the final one of the season. And it's got off to a really good start. Dutchy now 3.3 seconds behind his teammate, is slowly gaining on the leaders, but not by a significant amount. Still has that bumper damage and a 1 second time penalty. So
Harlan's going to look back. Oh, he gets moved on before the corner.
And oh yeah, Tim didn't get the good run at all through turn 10. And that's how Holland got past the Nissan.
Yeah, good comeback from Holland after losing out in the first 2 laps of the race. So massively lagging that back.
Tiger trying to look for a move on his teammate down the inside. Maybe there's a little bit of contact, but no damage in the end. And Tiger stays in 3rd place for now. Look, might try and send one down the inside into the final corner, and gets the move done down the inside, and gets his way up into 2nd place. And Finn is into the pits for a fresh set of tyres. Started this race on the super softs, and let's just see. Well, he's going to put in a full tank, I think, unless he doesn't put in as much fuel and goes for another set of super softs, but puts in 77% fuel, and that should be enough for another set of super soft stints. So Finn playing this strategy really well, it seems.
Yeah, and Woody and Tim and Holland's tyre all have massive tyre wear, almost 50% tyre wear gone. The front tyre, so we're going to see a bit from them maybe the next lap or this lap, but we can see how much Finn can undercut by.
And Play Dutchy is now close this gap to 2 seconds. It's gaining on his teammate slowly but surely. Still has that front bumper damage. It's going to affect him a fair bit in the corners. 17 corners around this track, and it's quite a long one, so it's definitely not going to help him out at all. He's definitely going to struggle in a lot of the sectors. Maybe the first sector might be his best, or even the 3rd sector, but he's definitely going to struggle in the 2nd. But somehow Tiger and Toussaint are now 1-2 in this race after starting from the back. Bonnie Evil down in 8th place after having that spin. Under pressure from Wolfie. Wolfie might try and go for a move down the inside. He's going to send one on the Aston Martin and gets the move done up into 8th place. A good move from the Irishman. Bonnie Evil's going to fight back though with the acceleration of that Aston Martin, and gets up into 8th place. A good move from Wolfie, but Bonnie Evil got her way back through into 8th place.
And all drivers in the top 5 stay out for another lap. So
Dutchy in the pit zone. Here comes at him on Holland down the inside into turn 1, late on the brakes. Holland's going to try the switchback move, but couldn't quite pull it off there. He might try another switchback towards turn 3. Couldn't quite get the rotation of the car. I don't think he would have wanted, and has to settle for 4th place for now. Tim moves up into the podium positions, but will be under pressure from that Aston Martin going down the back straight on the exit of turn 4 into 5. Oh, Math Gamer and Wolfie going wheel to wheels as well in towards turn 1 and 2. Sorry, Math Gamer getting ahead of the Porsche driver. And Dutchy, after pitting, comes out just behind these two. Maggiore around the outside of Wolfie. Dutchy might try and go for a move, but isn't close enough to get it done. Wolfie going to try it down the inside of Maggiore, and they're going to run down towards turn 5. Wolfie on the inside. Dutchy might try and follow him through. Dutchy's going to go down the inside of both of them and get himself up into 8th place, and the comeback is on for him.
Yeah, and Wolfie Maggiore are going to go to road. Maggiore holds around the outside through those S's. And so we're Finn. Okay, I think the top 5 still.
Oh, Daniel Gardenzi, sorry, has got a lot of damage.
Oh, damn! Yeah, he got molested. Did you get a replay?
There is. I don't know if I'll be able to see. Yeah, I'm too far back to see what happened to him. But unfortunate for him.
Yeah, massive damage. He's losing like 40 seconds a lap, probably.
So unfortunate for him. Tiger's pulled out a second gap over his teammates. Holland's back past Tim as Tim is into the pits from those super soft tyres. Woody follows him in. Tim was able to save his fuel really well compared to what Woody's been doing. His tyre wear is horrific around this track.
Yeah.
With those front tyres, tyre wear can be really bad.
Been overcutting Tim by a lot. 10 seconds plus. Undercutting, sorry. Been undercutting Tim Manchester 10 seconds plus, and Toussaint Tiger still needing to pit as their fuel light blinks.
So Tiger has got less.
Holland has been managing his tyres very well and his fuel very well compared to Toussaint and Tiger, so maybe he will stay out for a few laps.
Toussaint in a good position, has more fuel than Tiger and is 1.1 seconds behind. I think, I only just worked this out a few days ago, but I think the pit stop time is 7 litres per second. So for every 7 litres of fuel they put in the car, it is a second stationary in the pits. So Toussaint is less than a second behind Tiger and will be putting in less fuel, so he's in a good position to retake the lead of the race after these two come into the pits. So I'm going to guess it's going to be this lap. And close. Dutchy has caught up to the back of Bonnie Evil. Woody's also caught up to the back of his teammates and has gone into the medium tyres. Tiger and Toussaint both into the pits. Toussaint on less fuel, so sorry, Toussaint with more fuel will be able to have a shorter pit stop and put in less fuel compared to his teammate. So it's going to be interesting where those guys come out. Here comes Dutchy on Bonnie Evil though, in towards turn 1. Tiger and Toussaint are going to come out just ahead of these guys. Will to will, someone's gone really deep, it's Bonnie Evil, and that's really big damage for the Aston Martin. Toussaint will try and go around the outside of his teammate but couldn't quite get it moved done. Woody overtakes Dutchy for I think the first time this season, gets the move done up into 6th place. Dutchy as well in the medium tyres, so maybe that Toyota. So Woody on the softs and Dutchy on the mediums.
Massive crash there, it's really fortunate. He was pulled out in lap 2 and now also pulled out again on lap 12.
Really unfortunate for Bonnie Evil. Was having a great drive and then had that incident earlier, had that spin earlier on, and just misjudged the braking point by quite a bit and then was sent off into the shadow realm, never to be seen again. But currently is in 8th place though.
Tiger slowly gaining back Tim. Oh right, that's Bonnie Evil with the damage. Give me insurance. Finn's in the lead for this.
Yeah, Finn pitted. They were all battling for the lead. Finn is 15 seconds ahead of Tiger.
Yeah, that's huge.
The thing.
Holland still needs to pit as well.
The thing that works really well with Finn's strategy is he uses the super soft tyres, which means he's going to be mega quick. But then when he pits, he doesn't put in a full tank of fuel. He's able to master how much fuel he needs to put in before those super soft tyres will burn off, so he doesn't have any extra fuel to carry around with him. Finn currently,
and for the first time, the Ferrari master plan works really well for him all the time.
Plan A is definitely looking like a good plan for Finn.
And yeah, he's going to be looking to pick up probably his first win of the season. Don't want to put any curses on him, but I hope the best for him.
Body evil into the pits to repair the damage.
Yeah.
And Tiger's all over the back of Atom now, going in towards turn 5, pulls over to the inside and doesn't decide to send one down the inside. But already we've only got 35 minutes left. That might seem like a long time, but it will go by really quickly as we approach the halfway stage in this race.
Yeah, and Tiger has gained much more than he did last lap. Really look for a move into that banking. Tim has made and defended a lot of moves in that corner there. He will do this time. Tiger's going to look for the inside. Late braking from Tim. Tim's going to hold it from the outside. Tiger gets the move done.
Gets himself up into second place. Tim will try and fight this one back as much as he can. He is on the slightly worn tyres compared to the Aston Martin. But if he can stay within the slipstream, it will put him in a good position, especially in turn 1.
Then, Tim. I think it will be a long strategy from Tiger.
Toussaint as well, putting in as much as Tiger has, so Tim not putting in as much fuel, so will be slightly quicker on paper than Tiger with the reduced weight. But these guys battling are going to allow Woody and Dirty to catch up. You can see them in the background. Here comes Tim, but couldn't quite gain enough speed. Had to go for a move in towards turn 1. Might try and send one into turn 2. Does so, sends one down the inside. A really nice clean move from him. Tiger though is going to try and defend the inside. Tim on the outside, and decides he can't get the move done. It's going to leave him vulnerable to Toussaint behind. He's going to try the outside and couldn't quite get the move done. Tip.
And
I was just going to say, Tim setting in for P3 will be looking to fight back. Ted and Wolfie going wheel to wheel towards turn 1. Ted getting up into 9th place ahead of his fellow Irish friend, but goes a little bit wide. Wolfie's going to try and take advantage of it, but couldn't quite get himself ahead of the Aston Martin. Meanwhile, Toussaint looking for a move on at him. In towards turn 11, the big old banked corner. Will he go for a move down the inside? Goes to set one down the inside. Tim's going to try and hold it around the outside. Tim on the outside, defending his position really well. Was able to find the grip on the outside. Maintain 3rd place, costing him a little bit of time to Tiger in front, but is defending really well from the Aston Martin behind.
Yeah, really good. Bustling out there, Tim almost getting pushed out wide into the gravel.
Meanwhile, Finn is still leading this race, 13.4 seconds. The gap's only come down by a second in the last few laps, so he's definitely not losing time on those super softs. And he's making that strategy work really well for him.
He can do an extra pit stop if he wants.
Toussaint looking for a move on Tim. Will try the switchback move on the inside of turn 2. There's contact and Tim's round, and we're gonna get a replay of that and to see exactly what's happened on board with Tim now. Going in towards turn 1. Goes a little bit deep in towards turn 1. You can see Toussaint there in the bottom right. Toussaint goes for the switchback. Tim just loses it by himself, but then Toussaint kind of finishes him off, if that makes sense. Tim was spinning, but span in front of Toussaint, and then that's what caused him to spin round. Woody now looking for a move on Toussaint. He's lost 2.7 seconds to Tiger in front. Hugely unfortunate for Tim. Dropped him down all the way into 6th place. Fefe getting out of the way nicely, but yeah, hugely unfortunate for Tim.
Really unfortunate for him. It was a race working out well for him since he started on pole and he goes wide onto the grass and spinning there. Now it's a fight between Woody, Toussaint and Tiger. Woody in front of his teammate, doing well there. And Dutchy gaining a lot of slipstream there. Could we see another incident between the teammates? We haven't seen them quali, we haven't seen them battle in a race.
Goes Dutchy on the inside. Is he going to send it down the inside of his teammate? He does so. Can he get the move done? Up into 5th place, 4th place, sorry. And Dutchy, a good move, up into 4th place. We'll be looking to hunt down Toussaint in front.
Yeah, good move from Dutchy there. And that battle has made Toussaint lead by a good 7/10 in front of them. And Tiger 2.8 seconds in front of Toussaint. Whereas Finn's still 13 seconds comfortably in the lead.
Yeah, Finn doing a really good job there in the lead. 13 seconds to Tiger, 15 to Toussaint, and is looking on a... well, it's looking really good for him in the early stages of this race. We've just gone past the halfway mark. And it's spun! Oh no!
No! That's a commentator's curse right there.
And he can't get it in the right direction.
Go Finn, go!
Get off the grass! And is now down into 2nd place.
No, he's still drifting. And it's got the fuel light on as well, but you can hit. And try and do another undercut.
I promise you guys, there's no favouritism here, but it's just... we go and compliment someone and say it's looking good for him. And then he spins.
You should take full responsibility for that.
I'm gonna... yeah, just like when Toussaint lulls a race, I'm gonna have to take full responsibility on that one, I'm afraid. I'm sorry, Finn!
Now Dutchy goes down the inside of Finn after losing out due to Natty.
How...
hugely unfortunate for him. That was Natty Gas. Gave him the commentator's curse.
Okay, we can't compliment anyone from now on, I'm afraid.
Keep saying it.
Tiger doing a really good job in the lead of this race. It's looking
really good job.
It's looking,
can he pick up another win over here?
It's looking good for him to...
is this located in the mountains? Because he's a king of mountains. He's
Tiger,
kind of in the
Tiger winning in Mount Panorama.
Yeah, doing really
one
well
in Austria as well, kind of.
He's doing very well.
Is that touching into the pits? Oh no, it's Finn.
He's doing really well with fuel and tyres.
Finn into the pits. So if the undercuts work for him...
yeah, I mean, if he gets into a fresh new tyres...
if he was able to pull out 13 seconds to Tiger and Toussaint, he might be able to find that time back. He's currently 22 behind the leader.
Yeah, he didn't spin at the worst possible moment. He was going to pit that lap anyway, so but it has cost him dear, but he can have a second chance for
he's
this
lost
win.
about, I think, 17 seconds spinning.
Seconds, yeah.
So that's hugely unfortunate for him. Was set to go on for his first win, but karma decided, well not karma, but fate.
Decided.
Wow. Hugely unfortunate for Finn, but you never know, never say never. He's currently down in 7th place, and we'll be looking to try and fight back his way through the field. We've got two cars at the back. Scouting Ninja and Daniel Gardenzi running closely together going into turn 1. Scouting's going to try and send one down the inside really late on the brakes. Daniel Gardenzi's going to get the switchback move and maintain 12th place. Dutchy on those medium tyres, able to keep up with Toussaint in front, 6-7 tenths behind him.
Dutchy slowly gaining back on Toussaint. Dutchy on the mediums. Did we see that? Dutchy's on the mediums.
Dutchy on the mediums. And yeah, Woody's tyre wear is just really bad on the fronts. I think the same thing happened last season as well. And dropped off a little bit to his teammate, 3.1 seconds separating those guys.
Tiger in the lead, doing really well, 4.3 seconds.
Ooh. Here comes Dutchy on Toussaint. Toussaint's ghosted. Dutchy round the outside though. Is he serving a Is he serving his penalty?
Yeah, he's speaking about it's not going down, but probably a lag.
Has he disconnected? Oh, he might have paused the game. His wheel might have disconnected or something. I think he's back.
Yeah,
because the AI racing line likes to take the inside line to corners. I think his wheel disconnected or something.
Just Thrustmaster bring Thrustmaster. And yeah, I don't think that hasn't lost him too much time. Actually, it has, but he's just within a second with him now.
Oh, I think his brakes weren't working. I think he had his brake. Toussaint's brakes are a bit dodgy for those viewers who are unaware. But they look to be fully functioning once again. It's cost him a lot of time to Dutchy though, so we'll have to try and close that back down. Meanwhile, the gap between Finn and the leader, 20 seconds, so he's found 2 seconds on this lap and the previous one. So he's doing a good job to try and come back in this race. You know what, Cryptet?
What?
It's the final race of the season.
Outward.
I think we've reached a bit of a lull in this race.
Yeah, we have.
Let the mayhem commence.
And well, let's see what happens.
Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite us, but the curse word has been used, and let's see what's a little bit of spice. Speaking of Finn, he's caught up to the back of Atom now 19 seconds behind the leader, so he's found another second. Finn,
within a pit stop clear.
I think Finn as well needs to make another pit stop. I don't think those super softs and fuel are going to last 23 minutes.
Tires, less than 50, only less than 50% of them left.
And Finn actually setting purple sectors, has the fastest lap of the race so far, so he's definitely on form. Let's see if he can make a move. Not close enough to Tim this time, but it's gaining on that Nissan. Tim on worn soft tyres, Finn on fresh super softs, and we're looking to try and get her past the Nissan as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Here he goes. Luke's going to look for it down the inside, but backs out. Oh, Tim goes wide though, and that's going to allow Finn to go through and up into 6th place.
Yeah, that's played really well into Finn strategies. He can now just has a bit of clear in front of him and doesn't have to worry about overtaking.
Toussaint's caught up.
And Toussaint catching up to Dutchy. Dutchy's on those mediums. Toussaint on those softs.
And yeah, Toussaint finding the time he lost earlier, fixing his wheel, and we'll now have the slipstream down the back straight in the run down towards turn 5. He's gaining and gaining and gaining on the Toyota. I've just smacked my keyboard. Hang on, sorry. There we go. Got everything back up. But yeah, Toussaint now try to fight for 2nd place with his old rival Dutchy.
Oh, never mind. I thought I just saw a car going really wide.
Someone has gone
really
wide
into the wall. Oh, and he's lagging all over the place. His car is now slowly drifting. And he's doing the corner again, and he's spazzing out.
While nothing else is happening, I think we should watch GT Sport lag.
Yeah, really weird. Huh?
By the way, guys, Holland is not doing this. Holland is somewhere on track.
We're right on board with him. Oh my god, the car is
okay,
spazzing out.
no, we're not doing that. While nothing else is happening. Oh, it's in the air.
Going in the way of Muff Gamer. I don't know if he saw the car, but okay, yeah, the car's doing weird stuff right now.
I want to make this very clear that this is it's not happening on his screen. This is just lag. Holland is actually driving, and he's got a rocket ship on the back of that.
He's behind Finn now.
He's got a rocket ship on the back of that
Even if you put the rocket ship
Aston Martin.
He's the second behind Finn now. Was it like this before? Has he gained time?
No, Finn has overtaken him.
It's like he's picked up that Mario Kart black rocket thing.
Oh, sorry, Toussaint's got ahead of Dutchy.
Oh, right, yeah.
In second place. We should not be looking at lag, but it is quite funny and quite fun to watch. But yeah, Toussaint
will pick this lap and try and go for the undercut. Unless both of them pit at the same time.
Potentially, I think the 20-minute mark is the key lap to pit for fresh tyres. Got plenty of fuel though. Looking at Tiger, he has got less fuel than Toussaint. 8.1 seconds, sorry, ahead of his teammate. Finn now 16.7 seconds behind the leader. Can he do it?
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm just expecting Holland again.
I just in the background you can see a car.
Oh no.
Okay, let's not see that. As on the leaderboard, it looks like he's having a thrilling battle with Tim. But it's just the game. Here comes Dutchy on Toussaint, round the outside and towards turn 10. They're going to go wheel to wheel now, down towards the bank corner. Toussaint backs off to get the slipstream down the straight, and we'll look to try and get a move on the Toyota. Pulls over to the inside. Dutchy late on the brakes. Toussaint on the inside. Dutchy maintains second place around the outside.
Who's behind them?
Scouting Ninja.
Scouting Ninja. Oh right, okay.
Dutchy getting himself up into second place. Probably will be into the pits at the end of this lap. Has 1% of fuel left.
Tiger comfortably in the lead by 8 seconds. He's doing a really well job here, and it looks like he has the pace to win. Yeah, I think 100% he will win this race.
See if Dutchy decides to come into the pits or not, and he does. Toussaint will follow him in, and Dutchy had no fuel as he came across the pit line. Toussaint had 15. Toussaint's got 15% of his fuel left.
Camping also pits after spazzing out multiple times on the track, and he's got massive scratch marks on his car.
So Finn up into second place. He's in a decent position, because when he pits for another set of super softs, he's not going to need to put in as much fuel, because there's only going to be about 12 minutes left in the race. So Finn's going to spend less time in the pits, but is it enough to close in on Tiger Assassin?
Yeah,
Toussaint coming out ahead of Dutchy in the pit stop. Actually was able to put in more fuel.
Holland in front of Toussaint, who's in front of Dutchy.
The lag.
I just have a feeling something wrong with both here.
The lag seems to have stopped as Holland is driving on track in third place. Finn does have the fastest lap of the race, 1 minute 55.009. It's a shame it wasn't 007. But here goes Dutchy now. We'll tuck into the slipstream of Toussaint. Toussaint will get in the slipstream of Holland. We could potentially see a moment. 3 wide down the end of this straight. Toussaint on the inside. Holland in the middle. Dutchy on the outside. They're going to go 3 wide in towards the bank corner. Dutchy around the outside of Holland, and maybe around the outside of Toussaint. Will cut into the, just ahead of Holland. Behind Toussaint now. Holland on the inside of Dutchy. Dutchy will try and get on the inside of Toussaint for this right-hander turn 13 into 14, and Dutchy on the inside. Tiger's into the pits. Holland on the inside of Toussaint backs out of that, and Dutchy gets himself from 5th to 3rd in only a few corners. Good move from Dutchy. Unfortunate for Holland losing out, but is in a solid 5th position.
Yeah, good battle there. Holland losing 2 places, unfortunate for him. And Finn retakes the lead of the race.
Now it's okay. So someone's. Alright, I think that's blue flags.
Yeah, it's just blue flags starting.
So the gap between Tiger and Finn is 8 seconds. About 3-5 seconds. So if he puts on only 21 litres of fuel, he will come out ahead of Tiger. But 21 litres is not going to be enough to go to the end. So he needs to build that gap now.
Do a pit stop.
I reckon he'll be into the pit soon. Get a fresh set of tyres and burn all the fuel he puts on. But it's still looking good for Finn. He's still in a decent position to try and win this race after having that spin, which cost him a lot of time. He spun once and then spun again, couldn't quite get the car going in the right direction. But while we're... Oh, Toussaint setting the purple sector, sorry. So he might be on for a good fast lap here.
Oh, I don't know.
As he's trying to gain back in on Play Dutchy. This is for 3rd place in the race as things stand. We're not going to get a safety car or anything like that because this game doesn't have safety cars. So it does have safety cars, but not one that can come out on track.
Just look at the lap chart. Finn is fastest on the lap chart. He's been fastest since...
Ooh. The gap though has come down to 6.7, 6.8 seconds between him and Tiger. I think he needs to pit now, get off those worn set of super softs and try and push on a fresh set of soft. They should be super soft. Sorry, they should be able to last the remaining 14 minutes in this race. But while he stays out, he's just losing a little bit of time to Tiger behind if he wants to try and win this race.
Yeah, he is losing time, so I recommend him to pit this lap so he doesn't lose any more time. He will lose around, what, 10 seconds? It's to Tiger.
It's gonna be tough to judge how much fuel he puts in with the final 13.5 minutes to go. It's definitely going to be close towards the end of this race, but he needs to pit now. The gap 5.5 seconds.
Yeah, he's lost 2 seconds there.
He's losing time on those super soft tyres. Boniva as well was into the pits. Not had the best of races. Really unfortunate with having 2 mistakes in this race, which have cost a lot of time.
Wolfie, his brother, gonna look for the inside, late braking, gets the move done.
Up into
Around the outside,
10th place.
nice move.
Finn coming around the final corner now is into the pits.
Into the pits.
Tiger now going through turn 1.
He's got a lot of traffic in front of him.
Finn's putting in fuel and more fuel and more fuel. Dutchy and Toussaint have gone through.
I think you need a lot of fuel.
And has come out in 4th place.
Yeah, he goes wheel to wheel with Woody out the pits and gets in front of Woody. Less traffic to deal with.
Come on, Finn.
Come on,
We
Finn,
believe. We all believe with you in the commentary box.
Yeah.
Got 11.8 second gap to Tiger Assassin within 11 minutes. It's a big ask for him, but never say never. Tiger might make a mistake.
Yeah, but the top 3 drivers are getting close. There was a big crash between them. He's leaning out wide again.
Yeah, but it hasn't really come into full effect, but we seem to have reached another lull in this race with 10 minutes to go.
Come on, do something. Do something.
Hang on. Wait.
What?
The gap between Tiger and Dutch is 2.7. Was it always that small?
I think so, yeah. Oh! Scouting Ninja in the way of Dutchy, but Dutchy doesn't pick up damage.
I thought someone crashed.
Yeah, there was contact. Scouting tried to get away out of Dutchy, but Dutchy hits the back of Scouting.
Yeah, it cost a lot of time to Tiger and the lead.
Yeah,
3.4, 3.3 seconds now. But on to lap 25. The start of lap 26 with only 10 minutes to go. The final 10 minutes of the season here in the GT Sport League in 2020. So it's quite sad, but it's gone really quickly. I still remember the first race in Brands Hatch. I was just trying to think of it. I knew it. I just tried to think of the track. Brands Hatch. It doesn't seem like it was 12 weeks ago, man.
I wasn't commentating then. I don't think so.
Okay. Well, I remember Dragon Trail Gardens.
What, last season?
Were you there for round 2?
No.
Oh. Well, then I remember. I remember when we were here together in. What was your first race? Can you remember?
What, in GT Sport? Oh,
yeah.
Or commentating. Driving or commentating?
Commentating.
Commentating. It was Brands Hatch.
I thought you weren't. I thought you said you weren't there for Brands Hatch.
I was there for Brands. I thought you were talking about Dragon Trail.
Dragon Trail was.
I was there for Brands Hatch and since.
Okay. We were at Dragon Trail this season.
Oh yeah, I was at Dragon Trail. I always think Dragon Trail has one layer. It's the one with the
other there,
90 degree
Dragon Trail Gardens, yeah.
Oh yeah, I was there. Boring race, I think.
Not boring. None of these races are boring.
Wait. Well, who won?
Dutchy.
Boring.
Okay, fair enough. Dutchy does seem to get quite a lot of wins in this season, in this series. Sorry, currently has 14. Currently has 14 wins. His nearest rival, you could say, is Tiger with 4. So yeah, there's quite a big difference in the winning stats.
Okay, I'm just gonna look at the lap times here. Finn on lap 26 did a 1:55. Tiger did a 1:55.7.
Gap between him and the leaders 10.3.
He does need to be faster.
Yeah, the gap's 10.3 seconds with 8 minutes to go. So it's looking unlikely for him now, but it's still been a really good race from him from start to finish. Despite that incident, his spin down at the
Danica
third five.
gets past Fifi. Oh no, wait, Fifi's he's
Tiger getting past the Peugeot. Not quite getting past the Peugeot.
Out of the way, and he goes wide onto the grass.
Well, there's the lull. And Dutchy gets ahead of the Peugeot. 2 seconds turn.
Yeah, he's lost a lot of time there, almost a second.
Yeah, and 1.9 seconds now separates the leader and Dutchy. 7 minutes to go in this race. The gap is slowly coming back up though. 2 seconds. Dutchy on an amazing comeback, started last, picked up that damage, and well, that dropped him all the way down the grid, and now he's back up into second place. As it stands though, Tiger will be picking up a 1 second penalty at the end of the race for not serving 8 tenths. Does have 6.5 minutes though yet to serve it, so he doesn't have to serve it right now. Finn is gaining though, now 9 seconds. He might be able to get Toussaint in these final 6 minutes if he's quick enough. But it's been a great drive from the Ferrari driver.
Yeah, he could look for a different podium finish here. Or a new podium finish here. His second podium of the season. I have not got the win of that spin, but a podium can just make him feel happy.
Toussaint stole Finn's fastest lap of the race. 4 laps to go with a 1 minute 54.406.
Finn is around 1.5 seconds quicker.
We'll be picking up that extra point.
That previous lap.
Tiger building a gap to Dutchy and is doing all that he needs to win this race. 5 minutes to go, and yeah, the gaps have seemed to open up a little bit. Well, Holland though, gaining on the back of Woody.
Oh, Holland. Is that a quiet race? Not in terms of lag. If you just exclude the lag. I think we're just going to pick up a penalty. No, it doesn't. Okay.
Woody might struggle a little bit on his medium tyres compared to Holland on the softs. Here it goes.
Behind Toussaint, 2.7 seconds. Oh, got really nice camera view. Tim also gaining on Holland. And they captured Dutchy and Tiger now, 1.9 seconds.
Yeah, Holland only 8 tenths behind Woody. The gap's come up just a little bit in the last few laps, but we'll be looking to try and close down and get ahead of the Toyota. Atom is also closing on in this battle after having his earlier incident in the race, spinning at on the exit of turn 2. Really unfortunate for him. Woody's gone a little bit wide. Here comes Holland now, but isn't quite close enough to get the move. We'll tuck in behind the Toyota, and I just didn't get the best of runs through the final corner, and we'll stay behind the Toyota.
I think we have 2 more laps to go with the 4 minutes remaining. And battle for 5th coming closer now. Woody lead in this battle as Holland has a big snap of oversteer.
Yeah, Holland currently in the middle of this fight. Tim might try something, but it isn't quite close enough. Bonnie Evil's into the pits. This might be for the fastest lap of the race attempt.
Oh, Bonnie Evil. Come on. Yeah, had not a great race from Bonnie Evil. He was really unfortunate with that spin. And that we overshot the corner on us the other time. Also Tim, moving for a comeback here to 5th place. Did start on pole, but unfortunately got involved in incidents.
Yeah, really unfortunate for Tim. We're trying to recover as much as he can on this penultimate lap of the race.
This is the second now.
Here we go then, the battle for 3rd. Tiger has made a mistake somewhere, and Dutchy's picked up the pace massively, and the gap's now 9 tenths between those two.
So now what we need is Finn to pass Toussaint, Dutchy and Tiger to crash out, and Finn wins the race. Master plan.
Here comes Finn, looking for a move on Toussaint. We'll try and go around the outside of the Aston Martin.
Wow,
a really good move from Finn.
What a move.
Move of the season.
Yeah. That was a really good move.
Let's get an on board from Finn's point of view. Around the outside, late on the brakes, just found the grip in that Ferrari.
Toussaint goes wide and he gets into a half spin there and he loses a lot of time. Yeah, it loses a lot of time to Finn.
Meanwhile, here comes Dutchy on target, has got a good run in towards turn 5. The gap's coming down slowly but surely, 6 tenths between the two leaders now. And Finn will be looking at this, hoping that there's a collision, but this will be the penultimate lap of the race for these two. With only 2 minutes to go, they'll be fine enough time to do one more lap. Tim has got ahead of Holland for 6th place, and I've pressed a button that's gone into cinematic mode almost, and I can't get out of it. What button is it? Oh, it's not that one. There we go, it's that one. Here we go, Dutchy on the back of Tiger now for the lead of the race. Only 4 tenths between the two leaders. Will Dutchy send one into the banked corner? Not quite close enough to make a move yet. Yeah, it's the biggest one yet.
Biggest one ever in the history of Gavra Racing.
Meanwhile, there's a little bit of weaving on the straight. Tim's got damage.
Oh God!
Let's have I've got a replay up on what happened to Tim through the S's. Has run a little bit wide onto the curb, and oh, whoa! Had a really big snap, ran wide, and then hit the barrier on exit. Really unfortunate. I've pressed the button again that removes everything. I need to stop doing that. But here comes Dutchy now on the final lap of the race. We'll be looking for a move for the lead. Flashes his lights at the Aston Martin towards turn 1. Tiger late on the brakes. Maintains the lead for now. But Dutchy will bide his time for just a little bit longer. And settle in behind the Aston Martin. We'll look for the perfect opportunity. Tiger has more fuel. Less tyre wear though, so it's kind of even in terms of those stats, but the car's completely different. This will be Dutchy's last chance to get ahead of Tiger.
Quite a similar battle between Dutchy and Tiger on the last lap in San Juan, I think it was. And here we are again.
Only a few corners until the main overtaking point. The checkered flag is out. We've got a few people crossing the line at the minute. I'm just going to keep an eye on this. Dutchy's ran wide. That's cost him a lot of time down this straight, so I think that's going to give Tiger the win here, unless Dutchy forgets to brake for turn 11. He flashes his lights. He's gaining. All it needs though is a small mistake from Tiger, and I'm sure Dutchy will be pouncing on the back of that Aston Martin. He's closed the gap now, 3 tenths, 4 tenths, 3 tenths behind the Aston Martin. Here he goes. This will be his last chance in the race. We'll ride on board with him.
Send a move into the other corner. He's flashing his lights.
He's gaining and gaining. He pulls over. This could be Dutchy's last chance for the lead of the race. Holland Campion's got past Woody up into 5th place. A good recovery drive from him. Tiger's parking his car in all the right places not to let Dutchy go through. But will we see a similar move that Finn done onto Saint into the final corner? I don't think Dutchy's close enough. It will need a really good run through the final corner. And he's got that really good run. Here he goes.
He's going to go wheel to wheel.
They're going to go wheel to wheel. It's going to be a driveway towards the line. Who's going to get this up to the line? Oh, Tiger wins by 9 thousandths of a second.
Wow.
Finn gets on the podium in 3rd place.
9,000.
Hard to Saint in 4.
Wow, that got my heart beating there.
Holland will be coming across the line to claim 5th place. Woody in 6th. Atim in 7th. Oh my!
Wow.
I don't know if anyone watched the Nations Cup final. An exact replica of what happened.
Yeah. Was it around Dragon Trail?
That was around Dragon Trail, yeah.
Austria. Yeah.
Tiger wins the final race of the season. His 5th win.
Another win
in the GT Sport. Dutchy denied by the Brit by 9 thousandths of a second. What a race that was. Hugely
BCMR.
Unfortunate for iFin. Leading was by about 15 seconds until he unfortunately span, but that's it. That's it. That's it.
Wow.
That's the end.
Yeah. So, thank you for this GT Sport season.
That will bring to an end a thrilling and very exciting GT Sport season. We can have fun spectating 2 Saints glitchy car in the pit lane.
Wow, that was so close.
I am speechless, but anyway, that will wrap up the final race of the season, and hopefully get the new season started up in the new year. 2 Saints will be doing some donuts for us I don't think that first one quite worked out.
Donuts?
You can join if you'd want. I think I'm just going to stay sat up here when it's nice and warm.
Oh, I can't put on there. Okay.
But
it was great commentating with you, Natu.
it's been great commentating with you too. As let's see what's Stu saying. Here we go. Stu saying we'll be doing some donuts for us to finish off this season here in 2020. Season 2 comes to an end. Play Dutchy winning the Drivers' Championship. The BCMR team winning the Constructors. And Black Country Metal Recovery sponsoring the league. But that will be all from us here in the commentary box of the GT Sport League. And this will be the last stream of 2020. So, well, it could be the last stream of 2020. Stay tuned for any future events that might be happening over in Project Cars F1 or GT Sport. Make sure to keep an eye out in the Discord or on the website for when the new season is going to be starting up. It should be around January or February time. More info on calendars, settings, etc. will be announced in the near future. But from us here in the commentary box, have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. But until the next season, it's goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.